today's session, we will be discussing how we can include tables in a web page. So, normally, what happens in a Word document, we are using what a table option, which is available in Insert tab. By using a table option, we can insert a table within the Word document. So, similarly, here in a web page, while creating the web page, we can even create tables by using HTML table tags. Okay, by using these tags, we can include what table, how we want the table to be displayed in my web page. So in that way, we can include what HTML tables here. So then, how we can include HTML table? So here we need to remember some of the table tags, HTML table tags, and we need to understand which tag is used for which purpose. So every HTML table we are going to create, it must be within a table tag. So within a table tag, we need to define what? Tables. So here you can observe here, we are going to use what a table tag here. So this is opening table tag, and similarly we will be having what a closing table tag as well. Within these two tags, we can include how many number of rows we require and how we can divide the rows into different columns, so that we need to decide. And how we are going to divide the table rows? We are going to divide the table rows by using what tr tag. As you can see here, tr tag. So this is used to define a table row. So we can divide the entire table into how many number of rows we require. So that much of a tr tag we need to include. Assume that in a table we are having only just two rows. Then what we need to do within a table tag, we need to define what tr tag twice, so that it will include what two rows within the table. And similarly, we can divide the rows into a number of columns by using what table data. By using a table data, we can divide the entire row into columns with a td tag. That is what table data tag. So by using this tag, we can define how many number of columns we require, so that we can specify with the help of what td tag. And also we can specify the headings for the table by using what th tag, that is nothing but table heading tag. We can define what table heading by using what th tag, so that whatever the content we are writing within this tag, it will be highlighted with a bold. Okay, so that is the reason why we need to include what table headings. And we can define the data container by using what td tag. So this we have already discussed. By using what td tag, we can define what the data. Okay, table data. And also within this, we can place several elements, like say for example, I want to include certain text, or else sometimes I want to include images within the table, or else I want to specify the list of the content, or even we can specify what some other tables within the main table. So these all elements we can include within table data. Okay, and also we are using what some of the attributes. We can use some of the attributes along with the table tag to define the border of the table, to define the style of a border, and also we can specify width of the table. We can specify cell spacing and also cell padding uh, of the table. So these are nothing but what several attributes we can use within a table tag. So each attribute has having its own meaning. So we can set the border level by using what a border attribute, and also we can specify the style. how my table should look like, and also we can specify the width of the table, whether the table has to occupy the 100% of the screen. So likewise we can specify the width here, and also cell spacing and cell padding we can use to specify what the space between the cells, and the space between the content and the table border. So likewise we can use what different attributes along with the table tag. And also these attribute can also be used along with the th and the td tag. Those are nothing but cells, column span and row span. So these column span and row spans are used to merge multiple columns or to merge multiple rows. Suppose I want to merge more than one column, so then I can use what column span. Suppose I want to merge more than two rows or multiple rows, then I can use what row span here. So these are what attributes we can use along with the th or td tag. So both are similar. Okay, so now let us see. Assume that suppose I am going to write a code like this. So this is what here in the body section, I'm going to define what a table tag. As you can observe here, I'm going to write what a table tag here. Okay. So this is what the opening table tag. Along with the opening table tag, I can use what attribute. So here I'm going to use attribute as a style here to specify the cascading style here. So I'm going to specify the style of the table as it has to occupy the width of 100%. Okay, so this is the style I'm going to specify what for the table here by using the style attribute. Okay, so look at this, how I'm going to specify the cascading style here. I'm going to specify the style attribute here, and how I need to specify the value. Within a double quotation, I'm going to specify width as the attribute name, and by using a colon, I'm going to specify the value as 100%. So this can also be done by using what a style attribute. And here we can see here, this is the opening tag of the table, and this tag has been closed here. As you can observe here, the table tag has been closed here. Within this table tag, if you observe, I'm going to include what 1 tr, 2 tr, and 3 tr. That means what my table is containing what 3 rows. My table is containing 3 rows. How many rows you require? So depending upon that, we need to define what how many rows I require. Depending upon that, we need to define tr tags. So in this case, you can observe here, this tr tag has been opened here, and this tr tag has been closed here. So that means what within a table, I'm going to define what first tr. So it will create what, it will create one row like this. Okay. So after this, you can observe here, I'm going to include one more tr tag, and here also I'm going to include what one more tr tag. I mean closing tr tag. So this will create again what one more tr tag here. I mean this will create what one more row within the table. And also I'm going to use third row here, so that it will create by default a third row. As you can see here, it will create what 3 rows. The first row, second row, and the third row like this. Okay. So within rows, now if you observe here, I'm going to define what within a first row, I'm going to define a th and a td. So th means what? Table heading. So it has to create name here. So by dividing the first column, I mean first row, okay, and it will create what name here. Okay, so it will create a name as the table heading, and the table data, it is having what Bill Gates. So here it will create what? Bill Gates. Okay, so that content will be placed on this particular section. And after this, I'm going to close this tr tag here so that it will close what? First row here. And I'm opening a next row by using what? A tr tag here. And if you observe within this tr tag, I'm going to use what? A th tag here. So th tag, along with the th tag, if you observe, I'm going to use what? Row span, and I'm going to specify the value as 2 here. The meaning of using a row span is it will merge multiple rows. How many rows it has to merge, that value I'm going to specify here. You can observe here, I'm going to specify row span as 2 here. So that's why it will divide what? It will merge these two rows. It will merge what? These two rows into a single row. That means it will create a th tag by merging what? These two rows. And this line will be vanished because I'm going to use what? Row span, and I'm going to specify the value as 2. So that means what? It will merge these two cells into a single cell like this. And within this, it will include what? A telephone as a value. So it will include what? Telephone as a value. And after this, you can observe, I'm going to include a TD here, and I'm going to use what? A certain value, that is 555777854. So that value you can observe here. Here I'm not using a row span here. So in directly I'm specifying value. So this value will appear here. So 888 something, it will appear here. Okay, and after this I'm going to end this row here so that the second row will be closed. And you can observe here in the next row I'm using a tr tag, and I'm going to specify only one td because this has been merged. These two cells has been merged because of a row span here, isn't it? So now I cannot specify the value for first column for first cell here. So directly I can specify only a single value, that is 8555. This particular value it has to include in this particular position. After this, I'm going to close the tr tag here so that it will create a table, something which is looking like this. Okay, so if we get the output here, so this is the right output for this particular example. So you can observe here. You can observe. So I'm going to use what? A table tag here. I'm going to specify the style, and also I'm going to use what? Tr tags, and this is what? First tr. And also you can observe here, this is the second tr tag, and this will include what? A second tr tag here, and also this is third tr, and this is what? Third tr. But this cell has been merged. This cell has been merged because I'm going to use what? Row span 2 here. So that's why it will merge these two rows, and it will create a single content in this particular position. So that's why it has created only one table heading for the second row. Okay, so let us see the example by creating one sample table here. So let me quickly do this. I'm going to create what? One sample text document here. So as you can observe here, already I have written some basic tags which I need to write. And here I will just modify this title as HTML table demo. Okay. And within the body section, I'm going to write what? H1 tag to highlight what? A table example. Table example. After this, I'm going to close this h1 tag. Okay. So that means what? It will include what? One heading within the document showing what a table example. So now I'm going to save this with the HTML extension on desktop. I'm going to save as within double quotation table demo dot html. So after this, I'm going to click on save here. So as you can see here, if I go to desktop here, you can observe it has created one HTML file here with the name table demo, which I have specified. So now if I double click on this, it must display a title. Yeah, so you can observe here, it is showing a title as the HTML table demo, and also within the body section, it is displaying what? A table example. So now let us try to create what a sample table here with minimum 3 rows and 2 columns here. Okay. So I need to display the table below this heading. So now what I will do, I will go to the source code here, and you can see here I have closed the h1 tag here, and below this I want to include what? A table. So to include a table, we need to use a table tag. I'm going to specify a border for my table. Let me specify a border value as 2 here. Okay, so now let me close a table tag. That's it. So if we write only this much, it will not include any table here, because as we are not going to include any of the table content within this. So that's why the table will be normally a blank. So it will not appear in my web page. So what I need to do, I need to include table rows. Within the table rows, I need to include either table heading or table data. So assume that now I require what? I require minimum 3 rows. So for that, what I will do, I will include a table row thrice here. So this is first row, and again within this, I need to include a second tr tag. So this is for second row, and also I need one more tr tag here because I require what? 3 rows. As you can observe here, this is for first row, this is for second row, and this is for third row. Assume that I'm going to include what? A table which is something looking like this. Say for example, I'm going to show you one common table within a Word document so that you will understand how my table is going to look like. I request every student to mark your attendance. Yeah. So assume that I'm going to create a table which is something looking like this. Okay. So I want to include 3 rows like this, and here in the first row I want to include a table heading as a of a student, name of students, and course for which he is studying. Okay, and here below this I want to include what? The name of the student as Arun, and he is uh, studying BCom, and after this I want to include Amar, and he is studying BBA. Okay, just a simple table I want to create now. So like this. Okay, so to create like this, you can see here there is the first row, second row, and third row, isn't it? And within each row we are having a first column and a second column. That means what? Within every row I need to create 2 heading tags or TD tags. So let me do this. Now within a first row, what I need to define? I need to define what? Okay, let me leave some space here. because these are the sub tags I'm using within a table tag. So for that, and within a tr tag, what I need to do? First, I require what in first row? First, I require what? Table heading. So this is table heading tag. And in the first cell, what I require? I require name of a student. As you can see here, this is the heading. This is not a data. This is heading. Name of a student is what? Heading. So I require here as name of students. After this, let me close what? Th tag. Okay, so that means what? It will create this particular cell. This will create what? This particular cell. And after this, if I close th tag, then it will include what? One line here. And after that, it will create what? A next th tag. So for that reason, I'm going to create what? A next th tag here by pressing enter and th tag. So the next in the next cell, I require what? Course. And I'm going to close this th tag. Okay, so now let me save this. Let me go to a web page. Let us reload. Now you can observe here. Now it is showing what? Name of a students and course in first row. Okay, so that means what? Our table is correct. So now whatever the table tags we have used, it is working correctly. Okay, so after this, it has to include one more row, and within this it has to include what? Uh, the first content is Arun and BCom. So similarly in source code, what I need to do? I need to go to a next row here. Within the next row, now I require what? Table data, not the heading. I don't require heading now. So instead of a heading, I want to include what? Table data now. So for that, I need to use what? TD now. So within this, first I require Arun because Arun is the name of a student, and I need to close this TD tag. And after this, in the next TD, what I need to do? I need to use course as BCom. Okay, so after this, I need to close this TD tag. So now let us save this. Go to a web page, reload this. You can observe here now it is showing what? The next row. Similarly, I want to include one more row. Okay. So for that, again, I need to modify what? Let me copy the same thing and let us insert here in the next row. Okay. So let me modify the value here. Say, for example, Amar, and he is learning what? BBA. Okay. So let us save this. Go to web page and reload this. Now we can see my table has been created. Assume that I want to merge these two courses. These two course values I want to merge, and Arun and Amar both are learning what? BCom only. So in this case, what I need to do? I need to merge these two cells. Okay. So to do this, what I need to do? I need to include a row span here in this particular position because I want to include BCom for both rows. So for that, I need to include what? Row span, and how many rows I want to merge, that value I can specify here. I want to merge two rows because this is the first row and this is second row. I want to merge what? These two rows. So for that, I need to specify the row span value as 2 here. And when I'm going to merge these two rows, I need to delete this particular table data because I'm going to merge these two cells. For that reason, I don't want this BBA has to display. So for that reason, I'm going to delete this one. Okay. So now let us save this, go to web page and try to reload this once again. Now you can see here, these two cells has been merged. Hope you are able to see this. These two cells has been merged into a single cell. That is because of we have used row span. So similarly, we can merge column cells by using what a column span attribute along with the TD or TH tags. So this is how we can create a table by using the table tag. Within a table tag, what we can use? We can use TH tag for including, sorry, TR tag to include a table rows. And within a TR tag, either I can use TH tag to include a table heading, or else I can use TD tag to include table data within the table. Hope you have understood. Do you have any doubts? I request everyone to enable your video mode. And also, if you are having any queries, you can unmute yourself and you can ask queries. I hope everyone has marked your attendance. Do you have any doubts regarding how we can create a table by using a table tag? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಬರ್ತಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ವಿದೌಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ನಾಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಅ ಟೇಬಲ್. ಇದು ಮೇನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್, ಇದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್, ಇದು ಯಾವುದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಅಂತ. ವಿದಿನ್ ಅ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಐ ಮಸ್ಟ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಅ TR ಟ್ಯಾಗ್. TR ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ರೋಸ್. ನಮಗ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ರೋಸ್ ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು TR ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ TR ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಒಳಗ ನಾವು ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ಐದರ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ TH ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್, right, to include heading for the table, and also I can use what TD tag to include a normal data for the table. ಇದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೆಲವೊಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಆ ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೇ PPT ಒಳಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದ್ರೊಳಗೆ ನಾವ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ? I have used what border tag, sorry, border attribute, and also I have used what row span. Similarly, column span ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್, ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲಾನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು ಡಿಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಮಗ್ ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು? ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯೂಸ್ ದೋಸ್ ಅಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ಟ್ಯಾಗ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾನು 2 ಅಂತ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್. ನಮಗೆ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ದ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಶೇರ್ ದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಾವ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್ ಅದ, ಹೌದಾ? ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ದ ಥಿಕ್ನೆಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡೀನಿ, ಟೇಬಲ್ ಬಾರ್ಡರ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನ 2 ಅಂತ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈ ಮಾಡೀನಿ. Suppose if I increase this value, so let me specify 5 here and save this. And if I reload this one, you can observe, please try to observe this border here. Now I'm going to click on reload button. You can see here the table border thickness got increased because I have specified a value as 5. Suppose if I want to specify this border value as a 0, now click save here and reload this. You can see there is no border appearing here, but the content has been placed very perfectly within its position, but we are unable to see its border because we have used border value as a 0 here. And suppose I want to include a border value as a 1 so that I want to display the border. So this much I can do. So this is what a border 1. Suppose I don't want to highlight the border, simply I want to place the content in their position. At that time, what I can do, I can set the border value as 0. And also I can apply what BG color okay, by using its value, and let us save this and reload this. You can see it has applied what a background color for the table, and also this bg color can be applied within the body also. ನಾವು ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೀವಿ ವೆಬ್ ಪೇಜ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು ಬೈ ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪಿ ಜಿ ಕಲರ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ನ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ವಾಟ್ ಪಿಂಕ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಕಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೈ ವೆಬ್ ಪೇಜ್, and let us save this and reload this. You can see here this is the background color I am going to apply for the entire web page, but for a table it has applied what yellow because of this attribute. Okay, similarly we can set what width here by using a style attribute, and we can specify width attribute here, and I can specify colon to specify the value as 100%, so that now if I reload this, you can see here according to my web page size, the table has been adjusted to its 100% width. Okay, if I maximize this, you can see here my table got its width increased to 100%. Say for example, exactly I need to cover the 50% of the portion. At that time I can what I can do, I can set this width value as a 50%, so that my table will cover only the 50% portion of my screen. So now let me save this, okay, and reload this. Now we can see here my table got its width exactly for 50%. Now I want to display this table at the center position. So that can also be done by using what a center attribute. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು by using what a center attribute. Align center ಅಂತ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. Okay, so let me save this and reload this. Right? So ಈ ರೀತಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, we can create a table. Okay, so hope you have understood this one.